Well, hello everyone. My name is Phil Brunell, but more commonly known as Darkside Phil or DSP, here on the internet, YouTube, Twitch TV, and throughout the gaming communities. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about myself, because today is a huge positive change that I want to publicly announce for everyone. It's something that's really going to be awesome for anyone who watches me here on YouTube, over live streaming on Twitch TV daily, or anyone who's just interested in knowing what's going on regarding me and what I'm up to on a daily basis. It's a long time coming. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. But first, let me give you a little bit of background about myself, just in case you don't know who I am. And then we're going to move on to a quick walkthrough of my new website, thekingofhate.com. Okay? So, I myself have been a lifelong gamer. And for a while, I was heavily into console games growing up in the 80s and early to mid-90s. And then all of a sudden I got bit by the Street Fighter bug. A lot of people know when Street Fighter came out originally, it was huge in arcades, and it got console ports, there were tournaments, it got blown up. And I got all wrapped up in all of it. I became a competitive Street Fighter player for quite a long time, culminating finally in the years 2006, 2007, and even 2005 when I actually got 4th place in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo at the EVO Nationals, held over in Las Vegas and also in California. So I was pretty well known in the Street Fighter community. A lot of people hate me, a lot of people love me. Depending on who you ask, you're going to get a different opinion. But I decided to basically say that was the end of that chapter of my life come 2007, because unfortunately I was diagnosed with a debilitating back injury, a severely herniated disc in my lower back that basically limited my mobility, and I decided I was going to have to do something different with my life than just travel all over the world to play Street Fighter. And I said, you know, the one thing that I've been neglecting all these years is really console gaming. For this period of time, from the late 90s until up to around 2007, I pretty much missed out on console games. Now, I did dabble here or there in a few, but primarily I was focused on fighting games only. And so in 2007, I decided to reaccumulate myself, recustom myself per se, let me re-say that, to gaming and get more engrossed in the gaming world and console gaming. Within a year of doing so, I loved gaming again. I mean, yeah, the Xbox 360, the PS3, all this cool stuff that was going on. And I decided that I was going to turn that hobby into something maybe a little bit more interesting. And one day I was bored, and I decided to record myself playing my game and upload it to YouTube and see what would happen. And the rest is pretty much history. I became known as the Joe Average guy who wasn't particularly good at games, but was entertaining as hell to watch play the games. And over the years, I have changed my play style up from just casually playing games here or there to doing full video game playthroughs, from going from a digital camera that I'm using right now to film this portion of this video to full direct capture, live streaming capabilities with, you know, microphone to dub over the audio and such. And things are looking good. Basically, here's what happened. In 2010, I was laid off from my full-time job. Now, my whole life until 2010, I held a full-time job. Whether it was working at fast food, whether it was selling shit at Circuit City and Best Buy, whether it was selling mortgages at Wells Fargo, I always held, you know, a 9-to-5 desk office-style job. And I was blindsided in 2010 when I was laid off from my job. They gave me no indication. I had nothing to fall back on. But luckily, for 2 years, I had been doing this cool YouTube thing as a hobby. So I said I was going to make a go at it, especially because there was no jobs in my sector whatsoever at the time. I said, let's make a real solid go at it and see if I can make this work out full time. And it has. Surprisingly enough, I've been partnered with Machinima, and I am actually at this point considered a managed status partner, meaning that I am kind of protected by them from a lot of the bullshit issues that people get here on YouTube when they're trying to upload video game related footage. On a daily basis, I do full video game playthroughs. I live stream 1 to 2 times every single day on Twitch TV. I direct capture that footage and I upload it right here to my YouTube gaming channel, DSPGaming. I also have a vlogs only channel called The King of Hate Vlogs on YouTube, where it's basically me talking to the camera like this. This is the exception to the rule that I'm actually doing this on this channel. And I have actually, through the grace of God and the support of my viewers and fans, I've been able to actually support myself since late 2010, okay? But things have changed. Things have evolved. Like I said, I don't just use this camera anymore every day to record videos and just upload them straight to YouTube. My uploading style has changed. And so what I've found over the years that I've done this is that a lot of people have a lot of difficulties catching up and learning what is it that Phil's going to be doing on a daily basis. Is he live streaming this game or that game? At what time is he doing that? What is he uploading to YouTube today? What is he doing? Why isn't he doing what he said he was going to do today? Or is there extenuating circumstances? Where do I get this information? And I'll be honest, through the years it's changed. It used to be through YouTube comments, through posts up on my YouTube page I could answer people. It then changed to a fan site that I had called thekingofhate.com, but never really had ownership or control over. It was just a fan site that my fans flocked to in order to communicate with each other and try to get more information about me. Then eventually I got a Twitter account, they call me DSP, where I would daily start posting up updates there. Then people wanted me to have Facebook, so I linked my Facebook to my Twitter, and it kind of echoes my Twitter account. But the bottom line is, ever since all this happened, all these things have evolved, there was never one definitive go-to place on a daily basis to find out what is the deal with me. Now there is. As of January of this year, I have purchased and fully own thekingofhate.com. Now, first of all, don't get the moniker wrong. Sorry, the King of Hate doesn't mean that I'm a real hate-filled person. I hate people. The point of the King of Hate is that I own my hate. In my life, it's been my philosophy that when someone tells me that I'm not good enough to do something, you're horrible, you're a scrub. In the Street Fighter community all the time, I heard you're bad, you're a scrub, you can't beat anyone, you can't do what you think you're going to do. Whenever someone tells me something negative like that, I use that to fuel myself positively. I own my hate, and I flip it into motivation to do better. And I've been doing that ever since I got started on YouTube. Over the years, I've had people impersonate companies to try to get my channels closed. I've had people have me kicked out of promotional programs and ad programs for bullshit reasons, all because of jealousy and hate. And I own it. Here I am, years later, still going strong, and that's really what the King of Hate moniker stands for. So what I want to do now is announce the full official relaunch of thekingofhate.com starting immediately. The website is awesome. And in this video right now, we're going to jump over to my PC and I'm going to show you the amazing work that people have done out of the kindness of their own hearts, by the way, and of course me, out of my wallet, the thousands of dollars that I've sunk into this website to make it what it is today. And I'm going to show you it is now the go-to place daily to see what is up with me. So without further ado, let's actually head over there to the PC and I'm going to show you thekingofhate.com. Come on along with me. Okay, so everybody, welcome to the new kingofhate.com. I'm direct capturing this on my PC, so apologies if the audio levels are much different from the first half of the video. But now what I would like to do is give you a full walkthrough of my new website, which is fully launched and live and available for your viewing pleasure and use on a daily basis when it comes to seeing my content and what I'm up to. What I mean by that is that this website automatically will update on a daily basis in regards to my streaming, in regards to what I'm going on YouTube, and I will be updating it at least once a day, every night, to show you what has changed and what to expect in the next day that is coming. So, first of all, the web address, very simple, www.thekingofhate.com. That will bring you to this splash page where there are many tabs and such that we are going to discuss. However, what we will start with is the actual content of the page. First, right here in front of you, you're going to have a nice ticker that's going to go through some of my latest and greatest video game playthroughs that I have been involved with, as well as you can see upcoming projects like Infamous Second Son. I have not yet done that because I'm filming this on in early March. What this is going to do is go through fan art that fans submit for me on the kingofhate.com forums, which I am going to show you shortly. This fan art is then converted into this slideshow where I have little descriptions of what's going on, and actually if the playthrough is live, as you can see, this will become a clicker, a link, that if you click on the image, it will actually take you to part 1 of that appropriate video game playthrough on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming. So it's a pretty neat thing. If you have been away from my content for a while, you want to see what I've been up to recently or what I'll be doing very shortly in the near future, come on over here and you'll be able to give it a click and go right to the new content. Pretty neat. To the right of that, you're going to have my Twitter feed. Now, my Twitter is @TheyCallMeDSP, and for years, people have complained and said, Phil, I want to be in the know about what you're doing, but I hate Twitter. I don't like to use Twitter. Well, guess what? That's fine. You don't have to use Twitter anymore because this is going to embed my Twitter feed into the page itself. Now, if you actually do want to log in under your own Twitter so that, for example, you could tweet to me, you can do that. As you can see, you click on there, and since I am logged in, it allows you to tweet to me, so you can use the website to actually send me messages on Twitter. Keep in mind, I get hundreds, if not thousands, during some particular days, so no, I will not be able to respond to every Twitter comment, but I do take an active, reading, a practice of taking a look at all those tweets and trying to respond to important ones. Scrolling a little bit further down the page, we're now going to move on to the Twitch portion, live streaming portion of my homepage. As you can see, we've got stream time. Since today is Thursday, March 6th, I'm going to always list whatever the time is, as well as what the game is that I'll be playing at that stream time. Usually, typically, I do 2 streams a day. The exception is Sundays, when usually I do 2 gameplay streams and I do a stream which is called the Weekend Preview. That is a special vlog where I talk about my schedule for the upcoming week for those who are interested. It's basically taking all the information that you'll see on this website on a daily basis, but putting it into a video that explains the whole week ahead of time, okay? As you can see here, the actual live stream, which is, this is my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, Twitch TV /DarksidePhil, is actually shown here. And when I'm live broadcasting, you'll be able to watch my broadcasts live from this homepage if you wish. You can either watch it on the channel or you can watch it here on the actual homepage. To the right, look, this is live. This is actual people in my stream chat right now chatting it up. Even though I'm not live streaming, as you can see, a lot of the times it's very, very active there. People are able to actually talk about cool stuff in there. So when I'm live, you can use this to watch the streams. If not, you can use it as a place to hang out and chat with other people who are fans of my content. Directly above this, we've got the chat rules. All you need to do is hover over that, and you will get all of the rules of the stream chat to make sure you don't, accidentally get moderated and kicked out of there by complete accident. And then subscriber benefits. There's a new section explaining if you become a paid subscriber of mine on Twitch TV, the benefits that you get for it. And in fact, here is a button that brings you directly to that feature if you so choose to do so. Let's continue on. This is the YouTube section of my homepage. The purpose of this is to show you what's the most recent stuff I've been up to, as well as what is the schedule for YouTube uploads. So, as you can see right here, today's uploads, it actually lists them out. There were 2 different batches of South Park: The Stick of Truth videos that I uploaded. It tells you what times they'll go live on DSPGaming. It tells you what's going to be going live on the King of Hate vlogs, which is actually going to be a Hateful Truth game review for Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It also lists the latest playthrough playlists right here automatically. Just give these a click. It'll take you straight to the playlist on YouTube, and you can begin watching. Over here, these are tabs that are basically shortcuts to the most recent footage of my playlist. So, for example, on DSPGaming, these are the 4 most recent videos that went live. On the King of Hate Vlogs, my vlogging channel, these are the 4 most recent vlogs that went live. These are my most recent Weekend Preview video. Ah, look at that. There it is, explaining I was going to play South Park: The Stick of Truth. Hate Live, which is my ongoing podcast. Unfortunately, I've been busy recently, haven't been able to do one, but Hate Live is archived right there. Release Day Unboxing, which is when I go to the store to buy new games. I unbox them when I get home. Those videos are there. DSP Tries It, my ongoing series where I try fast food and different other styles of products. That's right there. And of course, my Hateful Truth video game review series all shows up. Now, keep in mind, what you're seeing here is addended content. This is by far from all of my content on YouTube. If you want to see everything, you should go to either DSPGaming, which is my gaming archives channel, or the King of Hate Vlogs, which is my vlogging channel, and that's going to get you the full list of content. But the really, really cool thing about this homepage is right down here at the bottom. As you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I've been doing video game playthroughs since 2008. This particular gaming channel, DSP Gaming, has been active since April of 2010. So we're talking almost 4 full years, maybe by the time you see this video it's more than 4 full years, that I've been doing video games playthroughs, and I've got something like 28,000 videos live. I'm not even kidding you. I would love to know one other YouTuber who can say that they made 28,000 content-related videos on YouTube in a course of 4 years. But maybe there is. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, this is an index of my playlists. The problem with YouTube is that it is very hard to navigate. It is almost impossible to friggin' find anything on there. By using this playlist directory, you can find all of the archived playthroughs that I've done on DSP Gaming. Now, I want to make a big disclaimer. Anything from the past couple of months probably is not in there. This is primarily used for my archive footage, stuff from years past. What if Infamous Second Son is coming out, and oh man, did Phil play Infamous 1 and 2? I would love to see those playthroughs as a lead-in to Infamous Second Son. So you click on I, and we get an error. That's not good. Alright, well, there's obviously some bugs to work out. The I doesn't work for some reason. That's really weird. Huh. You worked? Now, wait a minute. All of them are working but I. Are you kidding me? I literally clicked the one that didn't work out of all of them. E, F, G, H. Wait a minute, now it worked. Hold on a second. Isn't it fun doing a live video? For some reason, I doesn't work on the home page. What about G? G worked. How odd, huh? You know what? I could tell you why. Maybe because it's not I. Maybe, I see what it is. I'm looking at the bottom of the page, and I can see where they screwed up. It's supposed to be playlist I, and he linked it as just I. So I could fix that later. Everything else is correct. So anyway, we have to go around it here. Let's go to I. So you'll be able to go, I'll fix that in a moment. We'll be able to go here. Oh, Infamous, look at this. Phil did Infamous HD, so he did Infamous, the first Infamous. He did the Infamous demo he played before the game ever even came out. He did Infamous 2. He did an Infamous 2 second playthrough where he did everything Evil Karma. And then he even did the Infamous 2 DLC Festival of Blood. So just from there, from the index, you can find all my archive footage. What if, oh geez, Transformers. I've heard that Phil did an epic Transformers playthrough a few years back. Look at this. Transformers Fall of Cybertron Escalation, multiplayer, the playthrough that I actually did with John Rambo, and, I'm sorry, that was War for Cybertron that was with John Rambo. That's this one. This is the Fall of Cybertron. Here's the Dark of the Moon tie-in gameplay. Dark of the Moon playthrough, which was the campaign. Here's the War for Cybertron co-op. Here's the co-op that I did with John Rambo and Howard right here. So, how cool is this that you can find all of my older content by letter, alphabetically. Excellent. Now, I want to give a couple shout-outs, because I didn't do that. This is actually, the homepage is the work of a fan of mine, Ryan JMB. He's also an active moderator in my Twitch stream chat. Special thanks and shout-out to him, because he coded all of this. And special shout-out to Sage, who on the website basically has went through my YouTube page, made all his indexing of my playthroughs, and put that down here. So that is the functionality of the homepage. And my ideal goal here is what I want you guys to do is use this as your destination. This is where you should go to find all of my content on a daily basis. That way you don't have to say, gee, what's Phil doing? Let me check DSP Gaming, then the King of Hate Vlogs, then his Twitter account, then his Facebook account, then his Twitch TV channel. You know, no. Just go to thekingofhate.com. I will make this updated every day, and you will be in the know on what I'm doing and what's going on with me. All right? Now, there's a couple other cool things I want to show you. First of all, as you can see, Twitch shows up in a plugin. But what you can actually do right here is click on Twitch on site. This will actually bring you to its own page. See this? So now it's an expanded version of that page that we had on the home page, because maybe you're saying that was a little too small. You still wanted to see the stream chat, but you wanted to see a bigger video. You can do that and have this load as its own page, which is pretty neat. I'm having a little problem connecting to the chat there, but that's pretty cool. And then if you actually click Twitch on TV, it'll take you directly to my real Twitch TV channel, the full page that has all the features. Look at this, all the description and everything. So it's all linked here on the home page, which is really neat. going back here, latest videos will jump you down here. DSP series will jump you to the appropriate series down here. Store will actually take you to Cafe Press, which, yes, I have not updated this in years, so this is kind of embarrassing. These products are very outdated, but if you'd like to get some DSP underoos, you can. That's right. Years and years ago, we're talking like 2010, fans of mine said, gee, we would like some DSP merch, so I made a store on Cafe Press that still exists where you can buy this merch. I do not actively push this merch, nor do I ask that you buy any of it. I basically make $1 profit on everything you buy, and I probably sell 10 things a year, so don't worry about it. But if you're ever interested in DSP merch, that is there. The contact page has not yet been updated. I'm going to have basically a list of professional contacts of how to contact me for important things. And then last but certainly not least, the forums. And this is the thing I really want to show you guys. The forums have been fully overhauled and renovated because I now own the website and I purchased professional grade software to run the forums on. So first, if you just want to communicate with forum members, you've got a live shout box where if you're logged in, blah, 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 you can actually communicate with them. You've got my live Twitter feed, which is neat. You've got all kinds of forums, including website announcements. The biggest thread there is introduce yourself. Suggestions and bug reporting. So if you find any bugs or whatever, suggestions for the site, you can put it there. DSPGaming discussion, which includes discussion of all kinds of different games that I've been playing. Also, sometimes constructive criticism, all kinds of fun stuff. The King of Hate vlogs, which discusses all my vlogging videos. Competitions is empty because I've not yet launched my big giveaway for the year, but I will soon. General, and this is really neat, and this is what I kind of want to show you guys. This website is not just about me. Look at all the content. There's comedy forums, forum games, sports, technology. Look at all these threads. Look at all the content and information and all the people who are discussing various things. And I want to show you guys, I have not formally announced this website until this video. It already has 1,000 members. So feel free, if you want to get involved into a community discussion, head over there and sign up for the kingofhate.com forums. And I do want to say this. Some people who have attempted to register for the forum say that they're having a problem. When they try to register, they're being told with an error that they are being detected under a proxy. Here's what that means. Basically, something with your internet, whether it is you're at college and it's a common internet, maybe you're on a wireless network, maybe just something with a certain area of your ISP has been detected as being used by a hacker or been reported as some kind of a fraudulent service. It's not your fault, more than likely, but it is what it is. What you need to do is go to somewhere else, whether it's your friend's internet, your family member's internet, public internet, somewhere else where there's a completely different internet connection. Attempt to register for the website there. The bottom line is once you're registered, you will never have problems logging in. The catch is you need to bypass anything that says you're blocked via proxy or you're on a proxy server in order to register. So once you're registered, you're good, but you have to register first. So I recommend trying to register from a different location and you should be fine. Okay? So I definitely think that you guys should register for multiple reasons. Number one, to get communication with people of like mind who are interested in the same things you are, who want to discuss both my content, but everything, general stuff. That's why I created these forums, not just for me and my discussion of my stuff. I want you guys to have a fun place to just have interaction with others who are into gaming, okay? Number two, I will be actively interacting with people on this website. Every day or two I go on, I check all the new threads. If I feel like there's something I have to say, I respond. It's fun as hell to have a place where I can interact with the community. And number three, I will be doing giveaways exclusively on this website. And what I mean is you will be able to register for stuff that I'll be giving away contests and stuff in the future where if you're registered on the site, you can enter through the site. And that's how I'm going to be running all those things. At the end of the year, I do year-end polls where you guys vote for the funniest moments of the year. You vote for your favorite playthroughs, all kinds of stuff, and it's all going to be done here through the website, thekingofhate.com forums. So I do ask that, yes, please use the homepage on a daily basis as your go-to place of information on me, but also those forums. I did spend a lot of time and money getting those up and running, and special shout out to Beachy and to Hazard, who are two longtime viewers and fans of mine who have helped with the website and the streams. over the past, year for streams and several years for the website. I'm very appreciative of their help. They helped me a lot with the new site as well. Thank you very much, guys, for getting that set up for me. All right, so that is it. That is the new website, thekingofhate.com, and I hope that you guys will check it out on a daily basis. I hope that you'll spread the word to people who maybe don't watch my content all the time, that this exists, so you now know where to go to find out about me and my content. I am making this video the featured video on my DSP Gaming page for the foreseeable future, so that anyone who comes here and doesn't know who I am knows about the website and knows about how to find out about my content. I put out so much of it, it only made sense you have one place to go for it. That is it, everyone. Thanks for watching this crazy, long, but informative video. I hope that you found it informative. I hope that this will help you in the future to keep up with all the content. Thanks a lot, and I will see you for gameplay in the near future. Peace.